Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D with a 1945 Washington quarter from the United States of America. And here we have him right here, George Washington facing to the left. This quarter first came out in 1932. This is the 14th year they made them. The last year of World War II. It says Liberty at the top. In God We Trust under Washington's chin, 1945 here. And if you tip it way up, you see a J and an F down here. And that's for John Flanagan, the engraver of these coins in 1932. If you look here, we see this one, you can't tell it, but it's a Philadelphia one. Over here, there's one with a D on it from Denver. And at Denver, in 1945, they made $12.3 million. Over here, there's one with an S on it from San Francisco. And at San Francisco, in 1945, they made $17 million. So they made about $5 million more at San Francisco than at Denver. No mint sets in 1945, no proof sets in 1945, no proof coins at all, not from Philly, not from San Francisco, and certainly not from Denver. At the Philadelphia Mint, so we just turn this one over, and that's how you can tell it's Philly because it doesn't have anything there. They made $74.4 million. So they made way more. They made twice as much as the total of the two other ones. At the Philadelphia Mint, it turns out they have found three at an MS-68 out of the $74 million. And those are worth about $11,500 each. If you get this in an MS-65 or Mint State 65, it's worth about $50. So still pretty good money. $11,500 is a lot, but they just haven't found a whole lot of really, really good ones. Just three of the MS-68s. Now at the Denver Mint, they've also found two MS-68s. The two are valued at $21,000. For the MS-65, it's down around $40. So Mint State 65, pretty good coin, about $40 for that. And then finally, at the San Francisco Mint, they don't have a value for PCGS on a Mint State 68, but they have found one. It hasn't been sold or auctioned. It's just a collector sent it in, and they sent it back. And what they say at PCGS and NGC is it's really hard to get a good strike on these. And what does that mean? What's a good strike? Well, we borrowed a coin from one of our friends, and it's a 1945. And let me show you the difference. A little bit different here, huh? This is probably an MS-65 or so. A little bit more detail. Just great lettering. Really good. You get down here, we see the J and the F pretty well. A couple little dents in here, but still that's probably how it came from the mint. And then we tip it up on its edge and we see that it's all silver. Well, silver colored. It's 90% silver, 40% copper for these coins. We get it on the back and we can actually see some chest feathers here. We can see some pretty good definition in the arrows. Almost see that center line in the arrow, not quite. But then look what we got down here when we look for the tail feathers. I mean, this is a really, really good coin. What they say at PCGS is there's plenty of gems from 1945, but very few good strikes, even in gem condition. So while this is a really nice coin, a really good coin, may only be worth $30 to $40, maybe $35 in MS-65 condition, which is kind of too bad because I finally got a good one to look at, one of the best ones you can get from 1945, and San Francisco Mint, they just didn't hit them hard enough to get a good strike on these. Now, those of you who know 1945 remember there's some other stuff going on in 1945, and the first thing is, of course, we had the Mercury dime still, but then we had the nickels. And so this is a 1945 Jefferson nickel, and you notice it's really dark. It's almost like tarnished, and that's because it is. In 1945, the nickels were 40% silver. So when we look at this, no mint mark over here, no mint mark on the front. The mint mark's right up there, and that's how you can tell the silver coins. This is from the Denver Mint from 1945. So this is silver. The Mercury dimes were silver. The quarters were silver. There were no half dollars produced in 1945. No dollars produced in 1945. But the penny was copper. Everything was silver except for the penny. And some people remember that, in fact, even in 1943, even the penny wasn't copper. the penny was steel. So I finally got a great coin. It's not a great value. It's certainly not worth sending it to PCGS to get it graded to find out it's worth $33, and it might cost me that much to get it graded. So there we go from 1945. Saying thanks for watching Big D Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. Leave any comments you have in the comments section.